All right, 213 pounds this morning. That should be plenty enough room to make the 225 class I jumped in. I did make the decision between 210 and 225. There's only one other guy in 210 and there's 6 people in 225. So I wanted to get some more matches as opposed to cut down to make 210. I'd rather get some more experience, even if they're kind of maybe some bigger and stronger guys. Plan is just to eat like normal, walk around, get some steps, stretch out my shoulder, get my body moving, don't sit around and rot. So ready to rock. Also, I did pop something on my forehead this morning, maybe out of a little bit of angst of what's to come today. Hopefully that goes down. So I did do something to my shoulder. I got it looked at. It's kind of a partial slap tear, labrum tear, about 12 or 13 weeks ago, 3 months. And this is an injury I could have been recovered from after probably 2 months, 6-8 weeks if I had done everything correctly, but you know how it is. You want to keep training, you train through it. So I say I'm feeling 90-95% on it, and my goal today is just not to make that worse again, so we'll see. You can do it selfie style, so you're in it if you want. All right, just kind of copying the format I did for my first competition, so maybe I can compare, but I feel like for some reason I'm more nervous this time around than last time. I think maybe it's because I know what to expect. There's more guys. I'm lighter this time around. I'm really in my head about being undersized, but
that's so silly.
I know, I'm just in my head, but overall I feel good physically. It's just mentally I'm bugging. It's really not that deep, so
keep telling yourself.
It's a beautiful day and I'm feeling good. I'm just a little nervous, but how lucky am I to be able to get nervous about something that's something exciting to do.
So how nervous are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
If 10 is like I'm shaking, I can't move, like I would say I'm like over 5 for sure. Like this is not my average nerve feeling. I'm like it's messing with my digestion.
I think I remember you being this nervous last time. Like you didn't eat the whole day last time. You said success would look like not leaving injury free.
Leaving injury free, having some fun, and then winning matches.
And do you want to try to do like more submissions this time, or it's kind of like whatever?
Yeah, I would like to be a little more dynamic with my game this time as opposed to just wrestling and keeping the guy under me. I feel like I've learned so much in the last 3-4 months that I really do think like my game, if you would even call it that at this level, is I can do a lot more than I did last time. I know that. So my goal is still to get into dominant positions, but I'm definitely gonna be looking to take a bit of risk and finish with submissions. My goal would be to have at least 1 or 2 submissions today.
Exciting.
Yep.
Signing off.
All right, match number 1 starts with a sloppy fist bump, but I always know to engage hard early with heavy hands. Got to a leg, he pulls guard. All happened pretty quick, but I'm comfortable where I'm at in closed guard. I know my goal is to posture up, control one of his hands. I don't care if he gets to an ankle, push him at the hips, pull and push at the same time, break free, get him onto his back. Now I'm here just pressure and passing. Almost get kicked in the face, footwork. In this division, I know I can be faster than a lot of guys. I'm really comfortable in half guard. Doesn't last long. I get the full mount. Almost get bucked there, actually. My weight was too high up on his body, but this is a fast-moving match. I'm already into kind of like my end game, where now I'm working on keeping the pressure on his head and arms, tire out and isolate that one arm. In this case, I'm going at his left arm, trying to get it creeped up to where I can get to maybe a head and arm choke. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Climb it up, get my head to the other side, lock the hands. A lot of pressure there on his head and neck. And then my goal will be to jump over. And he wants that to not happen, but once it does, tap. So a quick, good start. I have a lot of people there to support me for my first match, so it felt good just to shake the nerves. All right, match 2, shaking hands. I had enough time, get my heart rate down. This guy was fresh. He had a bye first round, so I knew, let's do it. Let's bring the pressure. I'm pretty confident in my wrestling. I wrestled a little bit in elementary school. Surprisingly enough, it kind of is translated to where I have kind of good wrestling and body awareness despite not having done it for so many years. I'm trying to go for these leg trips. I actually get to a body lock, try to pull him back onto the mat, but lose grips. Keeping the pressure. I want to own the center of the mat, have him backing up, force engagements. I get to a single leg here. Unfortunately, the ref blocks it. I have him high, trip, maintain the control of the left leg, knee on belly immediately. I give up the leg, but because I'm committing to a Darce choke, that's just not going to happen. But I'm trying to maintain chest to chest, controlling his head. I give him my leg back. This is really a weakness of mine right now. You'll see it's a common thread through this match that I cannot keep from giving him a half guard back. So passing here into full mount, keeping that pressure heavy up top. I'm going to give him my leg back here again, I think. Yep, there it is. But I'm more focused on offense or the upper body right now. I'm okay with where I'm at. I feel in control.
All right, we finally get into a little bit of a scramble where he goes to wrestle up. I make sure to stay on top, play into his open guard here, pass, shelf the knee, and then I'm looking to just get chest to chest, keep that pressure, threaten with the Darce. He's got me in a half guard. He's got my leg still. Transition to a little bit of a guillotine, but I don't think I had my hands locked, and I definitely didn't have leverage. I think I was too high up. I felt myself being like I could be sweep, so regain control, just make him feel my weight. My corner Nate, he's a huge help in just walking me through exactly what to do. Here he goes, trying to go belly down into turtle. I immediately get my hooks in, try to flatten him out whilst getting under his chin. Rookie mistake here, I'm just grabbing and pulling. I needed to go into a figure 4 grip. Nate's talking me through, get my hooks. Here I isolated a arm and kind of climbed up my right arm under his chin, but I didn't know what to do from here, so he just said go back to the regular hook. I pulled, still couldn't get it. He goes figure 4, of course. And that's when I was able to get the finish. So definitely not the most technical rear naked, but we got there. All right, into the finals match against a big, tough dude. This guy was every bit of 225, filled out the weight class. He was competing in both gi and no gi this day. I'm speeding things up because we were just wrestling around a little bit. But I do want to mention that he was coming straight from a gi match, so he had to have been a little bit tired. I was fresh, waiting, so I do feel like that was a little unfair, but nonetheless, we're here, we're wrestling. I'm trying to stay pressure, heavy hands, feints, try to keep him active, guessing, slide bys, feints, get to a leg here, isolate it, and I'm looking to just get the finish with the trip, which I do, strong finish. Here, I'm kind of just trying to maintain side control until I can get to the pass to get to full mount there. All right, we're rear centered, and the game I'm kind of trying to play is just stay heavy and weather the storm of the bucks and the sweeps he's going to try, while also pressuring, isolating an arm, trying to do kind of a sneaky choke in here at the same time. I really just want him to go belly down, so just really focusing on being active without making mistakes. But here I am giving half guard back. It's a common theme here. Here's getting ready. I'm pushing in his chin. Here he comes to buck, and I slowed this down because this is the exact moment where I re-injured my shoulder. Boom, right there. So I mean, maintain top position, but at the cost of re-injuring myself. So I'm a little bit pissed off now. I made it through the day into the end of my last match, and here I am hurting my shoulder again. Regain full mount, riding out. If you look at the clock, it hasn't been moving. The ref stopped it, and we had to get a call out from my lovely wife. Caught it. I'm now in this position where I'm pretty high up in his body. I'm trying to pressure his arms up and up and up higher. In retrospect, right here, I was thinking so focused on rolling into an arm bar, but I should have just taken his back. He's just giving it to me. But this is why it's good to record. But here I am. I'm about to give up my position and scramble. Now I'm in the guard position. I'm initially trying to get some kind of triangle, but then roll into a belly down arm bar. which I had so close, and then he was able to lock his hands, which once I realized they were locked, I'm like, okay, I just got to get up and take his back, which I was able to do. There's Max, my coach, getting hype. And now I am right where I want to be. I have his back, I have my hooks, getting my second hook in, and then I'm going to work to flatten him and then hopefully get to a rear naked. So there it was. Again, this guy, I feel for him. He had a long day. I had 3 matches. He had at least 5. So much respect to him. It was a great day. I did exactly what I set out to do. I finished with better than just points, had submissions. The team did great. And overall, it was a great learning experience, and I'm happy to do it again. So stay tuned, and I'll keep this series going.